Well, it started with a DM that is every woman's worst nightmare. After being asked out on a date by another woman's husband, Bree reached out to the wife, met up for drinks, and that would be the birth of a new podcast highlighting the messy moments, the red flags, and the honest truth that every woman needs to hear. And joining us now, again, is that wife who found out the full truth. Lauren, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for what you're doing. I'm so excited to host you. Again, we know that you and Bree have since sparked a wonderful friendship, which we'll talk about the podcast and all that it highlights. First, though, you got to take me back to the beginning. This is a wild story, and I want to be sensitive to it, but I know you've come a long way.
Yes.
Tell me initially, though, what happened, who was messaging who, how Bree contacted you and told you what was going on?
So Bree contacted me on Facebook Messenger, and it was the, hey girl, your husband's out here like asking girls out. And at that point, I had already filed for divorce because I had found out from Are We Dating the Same Guy, which is a site on Facebook that he had been with like 20 plus people.
Oh my word, Lauren. And again, we are utmost condolences for that. I mean, you seem great right now, which I do want to highlight that you have come such a long way. You're such a powerhouse. But it is interesting. You mentioned these sites. I think someone might not be terribly familiar. There are sites where people are saying, hey, your husband is reaching out to people. Be aware. It's called what is it called?
Are We Dating the Same Guy?
Are We Dating the Same Guy?
Yeah, and Huntsville has a few of them. And it's one of those things where women can post people like, hey, is this anyone's husband? Because there's so many situations out there where that's happening. And some people will be like, yeah, I know whose husband that is, and they'll post them. And so I didn't know these sites existed. A friend of mine was like, hey, get on. It was actually my birthday, and I got on there, and that's when I found out about all the rest of the women. I only knew about one. I caught him on a date in October last year, and that was the only one I knew about.
I didn't even realize last year. This is recent. This is wow. Oh my goodness.
So she found me. Bree found me in January, and she was supposed to go to lunch with him. She went to lunch with me instead. We kicked it off, and I was just like, hey, you, me, we're friends. And I'm actually really good friends with the woman that he was on the date with in October too.
Oh my goodness. So. It just goes to show, again, how women can unite with one another in the most powerful way. And that's what you've done since with Bree, again, who reached out to you saying, hey, your husband has messaged me. You started this podcast now, Spill the Tea. Tell me what this looks like. You guys actually partner with therapists, with attorneys, all to kind of help women now spot these red flags.
Yeah, absolutely. So we talk so my therapist actually is one of our people that comes on, and she talks to people. We also have a local therapist, Teresa Williams, and she is a betrayal therapist, so she specializes in betrayal. So she comes on. My attorney, Ryan and Rouse, they also have come on, and they're one of the sponsors for our podcast now to try to help women like, hey, this is what you need if you're going to get divorced. Like, here's your path. Like, don't just freak out and spill the tea to your husband that you've caught him. Gather that evidence, gather everything that you need first. And then also working with like financial planners and things, because a lot of women feel stuck because financially they feel like they can't get out. So being able to have people that they can reach out to be able to do that. And even just local businesses, like I know you know Katie Stevenson with Empower Through Beauty, and she's the one that did my makeup for today.
You look fabulous. She walked in and I was like, girl, pink blazer, pink eyeshadow. You look so amazing. And you really do. I know we've only met in the last 2.5 minutes now, but again, you seem so lovely. I feel like you're thriving in every way. I do want to just kind of wrap with one final question, and maybe this is for yourself or the woman watching. It's hard dating in this modern world, right? And I think so many women, they struggle, they don't want to be paranoid, but this happens, things happen. So any kind of word of advice, again, to the viewer watching, to yourself, I mean, how do we keep moving forward in this kind of life?
It's definitely hard, and I will say, like, one of the things for the podcast was we want women to know they're not alone, because you feel very alone when these things happen. So you're not alone and things happen, but listening to therapists, listening to the podcast, listening to those people that can point out red flags.
Yeah, and we're so grateful again that you're helping women now navigate that. Lauren, thank you. I could talk with you, I feel like, for so much longer, but again, this is Lauren of the Spill the Tea Huntsville. She does it in collaboration also with Bree, who again did receive that message, and so you can follow along, listen to them, new episodes on the way. But for now, Lauren, we'll have to have you back. Let's keep chatting, continue the conversation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my sister.